TC Spiritual Shepherd. Welcome back to the Spiritual Shepherd YouTube channel. Today, yeah, I know it's not always the best lighting. It's not always the best case scenario where you're, I mean, it always is best case scenario, but ultimately, best case scenario doesn't mean that it has to show up looking a specific type of way, It means that you show up the best way. So here's a big thing, guys, is as you're on your journey, as you're building, as you're growing, I really want to hone in that, first of all, don't give up. Second of all, keep going. Not everything's going to look perfect right at once, right at the first time that you do it, and a lot of things that I've realized is like, it's consistent. As you build consistency over it, it's like you have to do the 21-day, challenges, and you have to set up those challenges. You have to set up your AM routine. You have to set up your PM routine. You have to set up your nutrition plan. You have to set up yourself to make multiple streams of income. You have to set yourself up to build the business. Nobody's going to set it up for you. Nobody cares. I know this sounds crazy, but nobody cares, because they care too much about themselves. And that is why I love what I do, which is ultimately that I am building a business, or I've built a business ultimately that is product services, okay, or service products ultimately, where it is for serving people. It is for genuinely helping people, because it's not about me. The only part where it was about me was where I figured out these different types of things that built my success. And now, because I've built my success, now I just spread it. Because look, life is meant to be lived together. Life is meant to be lived with a tribe. You're meant to have a tribe. You're meant to have expansion. You're meant to have growth with people around you. You're not meant to just go through it alone. You're the only one who gets rich. If that's the case, then that means that you're gonna be alone in a house, in your fucking mansion, alone, no relationship, and all this type of stuff. If you live like that, I don't live like that. The people who I resonate with also do not live like that. We are a tribe, we're a family, we build families, we cultivate families, we get rich and wealthy, we spread our wealth to help other people get wealthy. It's a different type of vibe. And the thing is why people aren't rich nowadays is because they are on the wavelength, the vibrational wavelength that attracts their negativity, because they're doing things that everyone else do, which is they're too self-centered and too selfish, and then they always project that selfishness onto somebody else because they cannot inherently deal with it intuitively and internally, and they'll project it on somebody like me that handles their business, that really cares about their tribe, that talks people up. The only gossip that I do is talk people up, and they know it because I say it around, I say good things about them with other people, and so those other people also know when I'm with the other people, okay, they also know that I'm talking them up as well. That is the vibrational wavelength. It's like we talk people up, we love people up. Now, a very big cultivation is learning. You have to study. Like I said, guys, it's consistency and it's discipline. Okay, it's consistent discipline. Okay, it's consistent discipline. You don't want to wake up, you got to wake up. You don't want to do the video, got to do the video. You don't want to build the business because it might take 40 hours, 80 hours, 125 hours. It might take 2 years, it might take 5 years, it might take 18 years. But at the end of that time frame, whatever it is, it will pay off significantly more lucratively than it did before, and it will be significantly easier to be disciplined, to be consistent, to show up for your family, to show up for your tribe. And it's really a tribe-centered situation. Consistent discipline comes from the fact that I don't always want to set up things that might help me for success because I'm tired at the time. But the key is it doesn't matter what negative emotion that I'm getting, but what positivity that I'm going to build from it, how I'm going to cultivate and how I'm going to strengthen myself from it, how I'm going to show up. Look, there's people walking around all right now, and I could just be who I am consistently, transparently, authentically, originally, because I'm not afraid to say this to anybody's face. And people can read my body language enough. You can see these people walking around. They can read my body language enough that they know that I'm speaking the truth, that they know that I'm speaking the facts. And I'm speaking it for them, and I'm speaking it for you, and the people who resonate are the people who resonate. The people who don't, they will resonate and go towards something that they resonate with. But the big cultivation is loving yourself, transparently loving yourself, authentically loving others, regardless if you disagree, regardless if you're kind of disconnected. There's cognitive dissonance in it, and it's showing up for yourself authentically for other people and up-leveling yourself to a degree that when you up-level yourself, you're meant to give that version away. Just like Pablo Picasso said, okay? We are meant to give ourselves away. We paint our realities. We write our realities. We speak our realities. All of these are interconnected. Words. You write words, you read words, so you consume words, you produce words, okay? You think words, you speak words, you feel words. And so all of these words, what is the word? The word was with God, and the word was God. So you have to see the power of your words. You have to see the power of your word. Holding your word, telling the truth, okay? There is perceptions of the truth, but there ultimately is the truth. That's it. And it's how aligned you are with the truth, and all there is truth. And if you don't live aligned with the truth, then you are going to be forced to live a lie. The cultivation comes from being consistently disciplined or discipled or self-disciplined. Showing up for oneself is showing up for others. Showing up for oneself is showing up for others. And showing up for the best version of yourself is showing up for the best version of others. Meaning that you are setting a new standard, meaning that I don't accept these lower vibrations because I have a higher standard. I only accept higher versions and higher realities, higher wavelengths, higher frequency. Because I show up that. The work instills the worth. As you do the work, as you cultivate it, you will be inspired. And also living on your purpose, living in your passion shows how energetic you are. Because lazy people don't get anything done. Energetic people get too much done. So much done. That's what energetic people like us, like I and I, we cultivate high energetic input and output and discipline in all the things that we do. We make sure that we don't just do our lift, but we do our cardio. We don't make sure that we just do our lifting and cardio, but that we eat clean. We make sure that we don't just do all those three things, but we also as well do our yoga, do our qigong, do our breath work, do our meditation. We're on par. We're like birdies or eagles. Yeah, we're eagles. We're flying high with the eagles. We're soaring high like eagles. We're roaring like lions. The vibrational frequency of people who hold their word and who are consistently disciplined are the people who love themselves and people who love the best version of others, okay? And they will eradicate the negative version of others. They'll call you out. They'll help you. They'll help you be accountable. They'll be accountable to you. And then you guys can hold each other accountable and be like, yo, you're winning. You're winning right now. Like, you're winning right now. I see that you're winning right now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And anybody who talks down on people who win, anybody who wants you to slow down when you are winning, who wants you to slow down when you're on your purpose, who wants you to slow down when you are passionate, when you're speaking, when you're being positive, anybody who wants you to slow down when you're being positive inherently is somewhat negative, is holding you back to some degree. So watch out for those different types of frequencies. Now, if you're inspired, guys, I do have things below, so check out everything below. I have a different Amazon store, so all these different types of books that will resonate with you, all these spirituality books, and I have business books coming as well. I also do have a lot of my own courses. That's ultimately what I do. So check that out below. Peace, much love, namaste. Talk to you guys soon.